Hi guys, welcome to You, Me and the OT. I'm OT Merve, and here at Nimbus we decided to start a new mini-series to help you guys get a better understanding of what an OT does and how an OT can benefit you, along with the experiences of OTs and the day-to-day activities of OTs. So come join us for the interviews. It'll be fun. Hi all and welcome to You, Me and the OT. Today we have a very special guest. We have Keeley.
Thank you for having me, Merve.
So Keeley, can you just explain to us what inspired you to become an OT?
Yeah, absolutely. So I guess my path to being an OT was a little bit more unconventional. I went to uni and was a little bit directionless for a while. I had changed majors a lot during my first year. I think I went from like biochemistry to botany. And I got to the point where I was like, oh, I just need to pick something and stick to it. So I ended up majoring in accounting in my undergraduate degree, which is very different, I suppose, to OT. But I picked something that I was like, oh, I know I can get through this, and then we'll just, see what happens later on. I got to the end of that degree and I was like, oh, I don't really want to be an accountant. And at the time, I was also working in pharmacy as a pharmacy assistant. So I thought that I might like to look into going into healthcare. So I was just, researching all the different types of like allied health careers out there. And then I came across OT and I was like, oh, this sounds really, really broad. So I was like, I'll have to like, one stream of OT. And yeah, here we are, I suppose.
Keeley, throughout your session as an OT, how do you ensure that your clients and their family feel supported?
I think an important thing to do, I guess, when working with clients is coming in with sort of no expectations of, what they're going to be like or what you think is going to be the best solution for them. I think one thing we learned during our studies was, like a person and their family are often the experts of their condition and their experience. So I think it's all about listening to your clients and their families and meeting them where they're at. And even if, they're after a piece of equipment or something that you don't think is a good idea for them, I'll always be like, oh, like let's go and try it, see what it looks like. And then during that process, I might be like, oh, this is actually risky for you because of this. But I guess it's about giving people the opportunity to, try and then, come to the conclusion on their own rather than coming in and being like, no, we're doing this, this, and this for you.
So just being client-centered, essentially.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Working as an OT, I'm aware that you've got experience in NDIS and now community aged care. What would you say is the biggest differences that you've found between the two?
I think the biggest one is probably how much quicker things move in aged care. I found NDIS was a lot of, therapy sessions over weeks, working to, really, really specific goals. Whereas I find in aged care, you can come in, you can do your assessment and you can come up with a whole bunch of recommendations. You can do your trials and, that might be all that you see a person for. So I think it just tends to move a lot quicker in aged care.
What do you find is the most rewarding about working as an OT?
I think, especially in our like aged care sector, I think the most rewarding thing is helping people to get back some of their independence. I think for our population, it can be quite confronting, I guess, as you get older to, see your independence start to go. And it can be really hard, I think, for our clients to deal with sometimes. So I find it quite rewarding to, go in, be like, hey, this equipment could really improve how you go with this, and then getting them to try it and then being like, oh my gosh, it's so much easier to get out of the chair now, or these tasks is just so much easier. So I think, yeah, helping people regain their independence is my favorite thing.
Most definitely, and I do agree. Even something as simple as a sock aid can make
Yeah,
such a huge difference
absolutely.
in someone's life. And yeah, it's amazing to see, isn't it?
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
Thank you so much for joining us, Keeley. It's been great to have a chat.
My pleasure, Merve.
And definitely thank you so much for your insight. It's been really good to hear. And thank you to the audience for watching and stay tuned for next time.